Notice you changed your Twitter name today.
Yeah. Took the M out.
You're not taking the M out of my name, Schmidt.
Mike, would you say that this is a, or Ike, would you say that this is a rivalry built on respect or hatred?
I'd say this is a rivalry built on just understanding that team ends our regular season every year for 110 years, and it's just good football for that long. So you have to take it seriously every single time.
How do you guys treat this as the biggest game of the year when you know possibly other things are on the horizon, and you know the Big Ten championship's on the horizon?
Because it's a huge rivalry and always has been. I mean, we're focused on this week like we are every year, regardless of our record or their record. It doesn't matter, or whatever's after this, it doesn't matter. Because I mean, you have to win this game.
And Michael, when you look at the film, Michigan's offensive line has struggled. I mean, have you seen that, and what have you kind of gathered from what you've seen so far from their offensive line?
Watching film, I mean, they're a good group of O linemen. It's just I don't know what motivates them day by day, but I know that they'll be motivated against us, so we got to come to play too.
They have done 5 different alignments of starting. It's been different, so
Mm-hmm.
A, is it challenging for you guys to prepare for that, and B, how tough do you think it is without having any continuity to kind of attack a line as good as you guys?
I don't think it's too challenging since they're switching up their O line. I mean, you get a good look at each position and each guy that goes in. So, I mean, if anything, we know more about their team since they switch it up. So I don't know. I don't think it doesn't change their game plan when they put a new O lineman in. So it really doesn't make too much of a difference.
At the same time, have they tweaked their game plan recently where they're doing less power O, more slants, less power, more finesse, and trying to get their run game started?
I don't know. I only watched a couple games. I don't know their game plan too much. The coaches will break it down for us, but they've always been like a pro-style team. I think I've noticed a couple, like they're throwing quick passes. I don't know how that'll factor into our game plan, but whatever they are going to throw at us, the coaches will be ready for it.
How much harder hitting is this game than the other games you play in, Michael?
I mean, every game's a hard-hitting game, but I think guys try to bring a little bit extra to this game on both sides.
Does it feel different this week? Is Coach Meyer different? You guys feel different? What is
Definitely.
the feeling here?
I don't know. There's just a dislike for that team up north, and I think every guy gets a little bit of added motivation from that, and Coach Meyer definitely gets a little bit of added motivation from that. And when he gets that feeling, I think it filters down to us pretty strong.
Who dislikes him the most? Coach Meyer, is Coach Rabel up there on the list? Coach Fickle?
I don't know. I didn't take a poll, but I mean it's Ohio State natives, and I mean guys that love this school obviously have that feeling towards that team.
Have you seen the uniforms you guys are going to be wearing Saturday?
All whites. I think they're cool. I love the Pro Combat helmets. So the all white unis and then the Pro Combat helmets, I think that'll look pretty cool.
What's important against a guy like Gardner that can be elusive? I mean, he's had some explosive plays at times this year when he hasn't been caught.
Just got to get to him. He seems like he kind of gets flustered, but he's got a lot of talent. And when you let him sit in the pocket and he can, like you said, he can scramble and he can run. But I feel like you just got to bring pressure to him, let him know that you're there.
The iconic photo from last year was Zach Boren standing over him after a hit and stuff. Does that serve to motivate you guys, and do you feel like it will serve to motivate them too? Just memories of that photo. I mean,
yeah, that was a huge play, and Zach just coming in and just really just hitting the crap out of him, and I don't know, that photo's really cool, but everyone wants that feeling of just when playing that team up north, getting a big hit on their quarterback and just feeling like you just, I don't know, dominated them.
Mike, you guys had lost the year before to them. I know you know that, which had stopped a 7-year win streak against them and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And do you feel like y'all are now trying to establish a new? I mean, obviously you want to win, but I mean, having that streak snap during your time here and stuff. I mean, what did that mean to you guys? What does it mean from a motivation at this point?
I feel like maybe there was a little bit of complacency in that team again when we played them that year. I don't know, we might have taken them for granted, thinking that they had won 7 years straight, or Ohio State had won 7 years straight. So we didn't really think they were much of a factor. But I feel like it was almost just now we know not to take them lightly. Like we know that every year they're going to give us their best shot, and we have to do the same, or else it's going to be a battle.
Did you have a welcome to the rivalry moment, like one that you were just like, oh, this is something different?
when we were walking out of the tunnel, guys were waving the dollar bills and stuff at us, and I mean, that was I didn't really have any feelings towards that team up north. I didn't really understand it until I guess until we got there, and then I guess I bought in.
So what does it mean now? That was the last time you guys were up there, as Tim said. You lost that game in 11. They were doing that before the game. Now you're going back there with the 23-game winning streak, back to that place where that happened. Is this a chance for Ohio State and Michigan's home to maybe show the Michigan fans where this Ohio State team is right now?
I mean, it's a good feeling to know that we're going back there and we got some momentum behind us. I mean, it's a hard place to play. Their fans stand behind them, but I mean, I'm not going to say anything to get me in trouble, but it'll be a fun game to get a W at their place.
Mike,
feel free to get yourself in trouble.
I believe it.
It really is a very, when you think about where this program was the last time it went to Michigan and where this program is going to Michigan right now, I mean, obviously it's
Completely different, yeah.
Fumble.
Yeah. I don't know, yeah. I mean, we were going there and we were kind of reeling my freshman year, and I feel like where we are now, just a really strong team getting better every week. I mean, the confidence is through the roof. So we're just going to go there and do our job and bring the same kind of intensity that we do every year against that team up north.
Yeah, what's the biggest thing that's changed? Y'all were in the midst of a losing streak then. I mean, you haven't lost since the Gator Bowl. What is the biggest change that's happened? Michael, how do you put your finger on it?
Bought into what Coach Meyer was telling us. I think last year we started to near the end of the year. You saw guys, we were starting to get some good wins and really stick together as a team. And this year we've been blowing some teams out and starting to roll and starting to really work on all cylinders. So I don't know. I think the guys have really bought into the idea of it and started playing for each other. And I mean, like I said, Saturday it's hard to beat.
when you guys look back on film, what was the evaluation of how this defensive line played on Saturday?
I thought we did really well. I thought young guys like Adolphus really stepped up. Joey stepped up. Noah plays a great game all the time, but he stepped up in the run game. So I think as a whole, every guy that got in there did well.
You guys, was it one of the better games you played this year? Best game you played?
I think I don't remember how we did at all the games, but I think it was definitely one of our better games, technique-wise and then just intensity-wise. I think we did pretty well.
Michael is
Braxton probably playing right now with maybe the most confidence he's ever had. It's kind of crazy to think, though, 6 weeks ago he was kind of struggling coming back from the injury at the Northwestern game. Coach Meyer said that there was a chance they might even think about pulling him out. What have you seen, or what do you remember thinking back to, right in the aftermath of that Northwestern game, and can you kind of contrast maybe where he is now in comparison to just only 7-8 weeks ago?
I mean, everyone has bad games. So he might have struggled in the Northwestern game, but I think now he's just got confidence not only in himself, but he knows his O-line's going to do their job. We saw a play from Saturday where he just stood in the pocket and delivered a touchdown when it looked like someone was going to hit him, and Corey Lindsley picked him up. But he's got a lot of confidence in the O-line, a lot of confidence in the receivers to go out and get the ball. And I mean, he obviously knows that when he hands the ball off to Carlos, it's going to open things up in the passing game too.
Do you remember back then, though, at Northwestern, did you ever see maybe that he was mortal or something? A way to remember maybe that might be different than what he is now?
I mean, he's still mortal, but everybody makes mistakes. Everybody has rough games. I mean, you can't get away from that. So he had a rough game. It happens.
Michael, Michigan's been up and down offensively. Are they a hard team to get a handle on? Can they run the ball? Can't they run the ball? Can they throw the ball? I mean, what do you guys see on tape with them? It just seems like 700 yards one week and like last week barely 200.
158.
Yeah,
last week at
158. Yeah.
I mean, they got weapons. That team always has good talent, good players. So it's just about whether they're coming to play. And like I said, they always come to play against us. So I mean, we have to be ready for the run attack. We got to be ready for the pass attack. It's everything. But we will be. So not too worried about it.
With so many freshmen out of state, guys, what are some of the older guys doing to make sure they understand what this rivalry is and what these guys are about to get themselves into?
You know, all you can really do is share your experiences with them and try to let them know. I think it's hard to, my experience as a freshman, no matter how many videos they showed us, you don't understand until you're there, until you've played in that game or until you've seen it. But So really just try to share your experiences with them, and then just hopefully when they get there, they completely understand it.